Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and before anyone else want to get this out of the way, I'll be doing videos tonight. I'll talk about, after I record and upload this Dodgers recap, I'll talk about Johan Duran getting traded to the Phillies and Ryan Helsley to the Mets in separate videos and get my thoughts on those. And then tomorrow I'll be doing a trade deadline special. I will go over all the moves tomorrow when the trading deadline is over. I will go over every single move. Like I say, with the Dodgers, I'll do separate videos with them, which I'm sure they'll make some moves. But let's get into this one, man. They lose to the Reds 5-2. Tough one, man. They give it up in the 8th inning. They give up 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th there. This is a winnable game, but I'm not going to sit here and rant like in other recaps I've done. Because they took 2 of the first 3. It would have been nice to try and get a sweep. But the Reds still haven't been swept this year, so it's going to be hard to do that. And against pitchers, just owned us, Nick Martinez, for some reason. He's just always on the Dodgers. It's a winnable game. The offense had chances to get more runs, and they couldn't. Earn that 2-run homer and Freddie Freeman. They didn't get any more runs on the board. They had chances. They just left a lot of runners on base. And this one, I forgot how many they left on base. They left a lot. And they had multiple, I wouldn't say multiple, maybe multiple balls in the 8th that could have been caught. Andy Pius definitely should have caught the one in left field. The one he dropped should have been caught. Outman, that was a hard play, man. He was playing really shallow. Had to go all the way back to even make an effort on that. A great effort. I know he didn't make the catch, but he made a hell of an effort to even have a chance. So I'm not mad at that. I'm just mad at Andy Pius couldn't make a simple catch in left field. I don't know why he jumped there. It would have been an easy catch, but they still took 2 out of 3 at least. So they have a day off tomorrow, and then they're on to Tampa Bay. But Pius has to make that catch. It's just ball you gotta make. About 100 out of 100 times, that's a play you gotta make if you're a professional baseball player. And he's made huge strides defensively this season. But that's a ball you gotta catch. Still took 2 out of 3 at least, but man, it's just a tough game to lose. When they could have won, because they had the bases loaded in the top of the inning and popped out 2 pop outs really. So, but Emmett Sheen, he just ran out of gas near the end of his outing. I mean, that bat was like 11 or so pitches. He ran out of gas. But I don't even know why Pius jumped. I mean, I guess it was a tough catch. The ball probably was moving the air back and forth. Maybe it looked like it was going to go in the stands, but I don't think he had to jump there. But that's what happens when they leave the bases loaded. Smith should have scored. Maybe Dino Abel shouldn't have held him. Maybe try and score, but he might have been thrown out by a lot because Will Smith didn't get a good read on the ball. But I don't know. I felt like you should have been able to read that was going to be a hit, and the center fielder slipped, so should have been able to score. But I don't know. I feel like they threw too many fastballs as well in a row to Spencer Steer. I feel like you got to throw something else there. Threw him 11 fastballs out of 13 pitches. So I feel like Steer kept getting over the fastball. I would have thrown something else. If you walk him, oh well. But Outman made a nice effort. You have no idea how difficult it is to make that catch. He nearly caught it and well, I shouldn't say prevent another run scoring, because that run scored anyways. But that's a difficult catch to make. Like, I hate people who think it's so easy to make those plays. Andy Pius one is an easy play that should be made by every fielder. But James Outman, that was a hard play. I mean, that's not just, oh, Dodgers outfield circus. That's a hard play to make. But yeah, Andy Pius didn't have a great 8th inning. Leave pops out with 1 out and the bases loaded and can't make the catch to make the 3rd out, which would have ended the inning. James Outman nearly made a ridiculous leaping catch that popped out of his glove. And you just gotta live with it. I mean, not scoring on the single by Teoscar can't happen. Then not being able to get a run in with the bases loaded and 1 out can't happen. And that's why we lost. And because of Andy Pius' error there in left field, not being able to get the 3rd out of the inning. But Mookie, oh my lord. Well, what was he, 0 for what, 5? 0 for 5. Ohtani was 0 for 5 as well. We'll talk about him. He went out pitching in the 3rd inning. I think it was like cramps, and he was already his season high in pitches at like 50-something, got a cramp or something. He was still able to hit, but Mookie 0 for 5. My God. He's back at it, the awful one-pitch pop-ups. I say this all the time. Every time the Dodgers get a 4-pitch walk, they swing at the first pitch. Right, he just threw 4 straight balls. Why are you even swinging at the first pitch? Look. It's like Mookie's he's not even hitting the ball hard. Like, it's weak pop-ups. And every out, I feel like he does is a pop-up. Look, this is why I trade sending Quan to the Dodgers is 5. You're not going to see that with Quan at the leadoff spot for the Dodgers. He'll provide a spark at the leadoff spot. The Dodgers offense will need that going forward. You can put Steven Kwan at the leadoff spot because you're not going to see those weak pop-ups on like the first pitch. It was just another awful one pitch at bat. And with Conforto improving as of late in the last 4 weeks, LA should try and get Steven Kwan to start, and you can have Conforto like maybe play every other day. I don't know. But Ohtani threw 6 straight balls, missed badly on most of them, and then he left with the trainer. It was a cramp. So that's the update with him. He just had a cramp and went out of the game. And I guess because he was also at 50-something pitches, it's just glad it was nothing serious. So I was getting worried. Freddie Freeman hit a 2-run home run. Alex Freeland got his first hit, but that's really all the other things I can talk about. Tony went 3 innings, 5 hits, 200 runs, 2 walks. He struck out 4. He went out with a lower cramp in the lower half, I think. Anthony Bonda come in, 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Emmett Sheen pitched his ass off, man. 3.2 innings, 1 hit, 3 runs, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. But that 1 hit was the one that got the Reds the win. Emmett Sheen's best pitch today was his slider. It's 3-2. I feel like you gotta throw more sliders there. And then the command just went away in that 8th inning, and then the defense didn't help either. Just sucks. That's how it ended. I don't know, man. His best pitch today was slider. For some reason, decides to throw all fastballs and a few changeups to get right-handed hitter after getting 2 strikes. It just makes no sense, man. Then he walked those 2 batters, and those 3 runs come in to score. Trying in .1 innings, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. For the offense, 7 hits, 2 runs, those 2 runs in the 4th inning. Betts, Ohtani 0 for 5. Smith 1 for 3 and a walk. Freeman 1 for 2, 2 walks, 2 RBIs. Teo, Pais, and Conforto each 1 for 4. Rojas 1 for 4. And Freeman was 1 for 2 and a walk in his debut. Even the first ball he hit was still hit hard. So, some good at-bats I thought in Alex Freeland's debut. And Shohei actually said he felt cramping. Another update, he felt cramping in his hip since the 1st inning. And he expects to make his next start. So, that's that. And the Dodgers up to 63 and 46. The Reds, 8 hits, 5 runs. They improved to 57 and 52. 1 in the 1st, 1 in the 4th, and then 3 runs in that crucial 8th inning. They held off a bases loaded jam, and then they scored 3 in the bottom of the inning. Lux 1 for 5. McClain 0 for 4. Ellie De La Cruz 1 for 4 and RBI. Hayes 0 for 3 and walk. Marte 1 for 4. Stevenson, that's not good, man. 0 for 1, 3 walks. A guy that's hitting .230 and strikes out a lot, you can't walk him 3 times. Can't do that. Steer 2 for 3 a walk, 2 RBIs from Spencer Steer. Benson 1 for 3, 2 RBIs from Benson. And Espinal 2 for 4. For the starter, Martinez 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts for Nick Martinez. absolutely cooks the Dodgers lineup. 7 strikeouts. Normally he doesn't strike out a lot of guys, but he did tonight. Because he just owns the Dodgers every single time he pitches against them. Guy with a 4.6 ERA, typical. Only get a 2-run homer off of him, that's it. For the Reds bullpen, Luis May. Who? 1 inning, 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, no strikeouts. Sam Maul. 0.1 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, no strikeouts. Scott Barrow. 0.2 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, no strikeouts. This guy's pitched like... He's pitched now 52... has 52 appearances this year. And then Tony Santillan. 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. So, let's go over the summary for the scoring. Bottom of the first, Ellie De La Cruz single. Top of the fourth, Freeman homers. Bottom of the fourth, a Benson sac fly. Bottom of the eighth, triple by Steer to score 2 runs. And Benson with a single to give the Reds a 5-2 win. Here over the Dodgers. Dodgers still take 2 out of 3 at least. So that's a good thing. They took 2 out of 3 against the Reds. They got a series win. It would have been good to get a series sweep, don't get me wrong. Because it's definitely frustrating leaving the bases loaded with 1 out. That's one of my big pet peeves with offense, is when there's 1 out with the bases loaded and you don't score. Because you got to at least get a sacrifice fly to get something in. But hell, that single, Will Smith could have read it better, but I might have sent him home there. But I don't know. I'm not a third base coach for a reason. But our stars playing like stars is our chance to repeat. While an external move here or there could be beneficial, obviously, you only will go as far as your stars take you. This team is star loaded. Like, they just that's what I'll say, man. They'll only get you as far. Only will go as far as the stars will take you. We'll see what Andrew Friedman does in the next 20 hours, or however many hours are left in the deadline. We'll see what they decide to do. Their division leads now only 3 games, so they better do something. But this loss sucked, but we still won the series versus a team who's been on fire. Just please get an arm and bat tomorrow. They need to get something. But yeah, it's really gotta say, Dodgers have an off day tomorrow, trade deadline, and whatever moves they make, I'll do separate videos for those. But yeah, let's talk about pitching matchups. They head to Tampa Bay at George Sternbrenner Field to play Tampa Bay for the weekend. It'll be Clayton Kershaw on Friday. Saturday, Blake Snell officially back against his old team, one of his old teams. And then Sunday will be Yamamoto, so it'll be Kershaw, Snell, and Yamamoto for the weekend series before they return home on Monday. But yeah, I'm just going to say, till next time out, peace. We'll see what moves the Dodgers make tomorrow.